You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney Theme Parks podcast. And this is show number 560 for Sunday, the 17th of August, 2025.
Where dreams begin.
Hello and welcome to this week's Disney Dream Girls. My name is Michelle Young, and together with my jolly good chum Jane Phipps, we are your guides to the place where dreams begin. Hello there, Jane.
Hello there, Michelle. Can't believe you just said 560. When
I
did that happen?
know. I know. It's unreal. We have been podcasting for over 10 years now. And time goes by really, really quickly when you're having good fun.
Absolutely, it does. I can't believe that you're about to jet off or sail away. Sail away, should probably say, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I need to sail first.
You do.
So I've got the cruise the 18th to the 22nd on the Disney Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Being the economical Yorkshire woman I am, I've dug out last year's coffee card, or the last time I was on board coffee card, which is probably from 2000 and is it 22 now? I don't know, something ridiculous. And I only need another 3 stamps and I get a coffee for free.
Yay, don't worry, I've kept mine as well. So I
So,
think I think we started our last cruise with 5 stamps, so we were quite good actually.
well, I'm kind of hoping they still accept the coffee card from
Yeah, they will do.
historic purposes, but we'll see. So, yes, I will be partaking in a hot caffeinated beverage on the 18th. Our port arrival time is 11:30. So, I think the plan of action is get on board the ship,
It's a good
get,
starting point.
yeah,
Yeah.
get to Cabanas,
Mm-hmm.
have lunch before everybody else gets to have lunch,
Mm-hmm.
and then set up camp around the adult area. Perhaps have a little perusal of the kids club and take some silly
Yeah.
pictures down there. Visit the spa, although we're not going to be partaking in any rainforest experience or anything like that. But you never know with the raffle that they have. And follow the instructions for the muster drill and go check out our cabin. And did I say go check out the adult only area?
You did, yeah. It's all lovely jubbly, isn't it? It's nothing beats a sail away.
I am so excited about the whole thing, getting a new cocktail glass, trying the cocktail of the day, trying
Mm.
the coffees with the nice little Mickey Mouse on the foam. Very excited for that, more than you can ever imagine excited for that. I think once I know my dining rotation, it will inform what we're doing with regards to Paolo, because our Paolo reservation is on night 4 for the dinner.
Okay.
And I think the plan of action is see where we're put and decide, because if our first experience in animators is on Pirates Night, we'll have the Pirates menu and we won't have the animators show.
Ah, right,
So
yes.
if then on the last night we're in animators palette, I want to see the show, so we'll have to cancel Paolo. So we'll see. It's up in the air, but we know for definite we will be doing Paolo brunch.
Lovely.
So there's a few things that need to be reminded of in my little head. It's like I can send messages via WhatsApp. I can
You
remember
can.
that.
Yeah.
I can remember once we are in Spain and we're at the port, I can use my phone because I have international coverage, but I
Yeah.
can't use it when I'm at sea because I
Correct.
will end up paying a fortune.
Airplane mode.
Airplane mode. And early reports from the Disney Fantasies perusal around Europe so far are saying the stock of Mickey bars is looking good.
Yes, I'd seen that as well, that they seem to be replenishing.
Mm.
Mm.
The merch situation is sounding to be really good as well, so that's all very good. I am trying to talk myself out of buying the Disney Fantasy Loungefly bag because it is so darn cute. But again, trying to be mindful that in just a following week's time, I'll be at the Disney outlets, and there is some Disney Cruise Line lug bags in the Disney outlets at the moment, and they are less than half price.
Ooh, I think Michelle might be needing to send me lots of photos when she gets to the outlet.
Yeah, because with you going on the fantasy later, you can
Hmm.
get all stocked up. Although, Jane, I am a little bit bemused
Go
because I
on.
did offer to pick you up jigsaws and I was told no.
Well, I will admit to a little bit of confusion, Michelle, and just let me to explain to the listeners because you messaged me very kindly and said there's some jigsaws at the outlet. Are you
Hmm.
interested? And I immediately went to the last outlet that you and I were in together where I bought jigsaws. That outlet is an outlet mall over here in the UK in York. I thought, "Oh, Michelle's gone to York for the day. How lovely for her." It wasn't until the next message came through about lots of Loungefly and lug bags and Haunted Mansion merch that I realised what you were actually talking about.
Oh, so there
So,
could be the chance of me picking up some
so
jigsaws.
potentially, yes. But I mean, they're quite big and bulky to bring back, though, aren't they? So I don't want to be taking up more space than I deserve in your cases.
I've got two cases, Jane, and there's always room
Oh well,
for
in that
you.
in that case, then bring it on, love.
Yeah, I am going to do a very swift suitcase maneuver and dump all the clothes from the cruise that aren't going to Florida and half fill the two cases that are going to Florida with me. I'll probably do that at the airport at Heathrow, providing I don't get arrested, so that I can take over the bits and pieces because I'm not going to take everything I need for Walt Disney World on the actual cruise.
No, absolutely.
There's no point. But I do actually need the certain things, like there's a few bits and pieces I'm taking for my roommates and things like that that I
Hmm.
will need to have with me. But I'm not planning on taking a great deal because I'm only there 8 nights.
Yeah.
So I'm trying my best to be frugal with the clothage because when I did watch that aforementioned video showing the outlet mall, there was a haunted mansion weighted blanket, and
No.
I am very partial to a haunted mansion weighted blanket in my life. And bear in mind, I am in the middle of a bedroom remodel. I could go with the
Mm.
colour scheme to match the said weighted blanket in the bedroom.
I would approve of that decision, Michelle.
Yeah, and some of the Haunted Mansion stuff that's been on the vlogs I've seen from the outlets are less than half price, and some of it's still in the Disney stores.
Oh wow.
So it's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. I did see a orange bird flower and garden spirit jersey, half price, and that was
Wow.
sort of like fluttering towards me a little bit as well. I have got another friend of ours, the lovely Tracy. She's asked me to pick her up a shirt. So, yes, not a problem. And there's possibility of a couple of popcorn buckets. So, we'll see.
Mm. I shall await photos in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah. So, if you're wanting anything from the outlet, I will be there on the morning of the 25th, which in your time, you'll be 5 hours ahead. So, it'll be the afternoon.
That's okay. I'm contactable by WhatsApp, as you very well know.
Yes, I am more than happy to enable my UK lovely friends and our lovely Patreons with whatever they need because, yeah, that's what us as Disney fans do.
Absolutely. Spread the love around.
Yeah,
And spend other people's money. Even
a-
better.
absolutely. There was somebody I follow on not Facebook, on their Instagram, and they'd received their Mickey Pumpkin Starbucks tumbler like I did,
Hmm.
and it was smashed. I
No.
know. So I reached out to them and said, look, I know you're in the UK. If needs be, I'm there on the 25th. Let me know. I'm more than happy to enable other Starbucks mug collectors so that you are not deprived of your PSL cup for this year's season.
It's almost like there's a protected species out there of Starbucks mug collectors, like your own sort of genetic group of. We need a collective word for you,
Hmm.
Starbuckerias or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, think of something. And while we're mentioning Starbucks, I have had a lovely remodel in my study. I'll have to put a picture up on the old Instagram. I have got my pictures up on the wall, Jane.
No.
I know it's only been 4 and a bit years. I have got pictures up on the wall. So, right ahead of my monitor, I have got the amazing Mickey as Dream Finder with Figment that your husband painted all
Oh,
the way back in 2012.
my goodness me.
And then I've got my Starbucks little tumbler Christmas tree type thing from all the past years. And then I've got all my Starbucks baristas. And in the middle, I've got Figment looking after my new record player because as my son is going travelling to Australia, he's donated to his mummy all his records and his record player.
Ooh. But the only thing is, Michelle, what is his choice of music like? Is it stuff that you would listen to, or does this now mean you're gonna have to go out and get a vinyl collection?
I indoctrinated my son from a very early age with listening to classic music like Queen and Beatles, Depeche Mode. He loves The Cure.
Oh wow.
So he has got some pretty stellar pieces of music. There's some bands I've never heard of, but he's got some stellar pieces. And from back in the day, I have got my vinyl collection, which has not been
Nice.
played for like, oh my word, must have been over 20 years. I've got Duran Duran's
Me too.
entire 1890s back
Yeah.
catalogue, 12-inch vinyl.
Oh, I've got all sorts. It was quite an amazing experience. I even found a very old Disney double LP that must have been mine. Probably I would suspect very late 70s, maybe early 80s at the most, with lots of very classic movies, music of that era. So that was quite a nice little find when I rediscovered all
Oh.
my vinyl.
Do you know what was the first thing I played on it when we set it all up?
Go on.
Back eons ago, when I went to a D23 in Anaheim,
Mm-hmm.
I was given by the team who had brought out the vinyl box set of all the Silly Symphonies. I was given one and they'd all
Yes, I remember.
signed it. I'd never played it.
Oh
So
wow.
now I listened to it in my study and was overjoyed
Oh,
with such a
fantastic.
sweet, simple pleasure.
Oh, that's really nice and sweet. That I love a good little story.
We went down total digression there from talking about my jolly bobs, but yes, so yes,
So we went
cruise.
we went holidays into nostalgia. I think we're picking up from last week, aren't we, a
I
little bit?
know, I know. So yeah, cruise Monday to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Get off cruise,
Mm-hmm.
get on plane, get
Mm-hmm.
to Orlando,
Mm-hmm.
sweat like I don't know what because it's so hot over there at the moment.
Have you been outside of here lately, love?
Oh, I have. Believe you and me, I have.
Hey,
And I didn't take my little fan with me today.
I'm at 30 degrees Celsius at the moment.
Yeah, you're hot stuff, babe. So, yeah, then I get back on the 31st of August. So you will have a podcast out on the 20, let me do my maths. You'll have a podcast out on, well, the show that we're recording today, which is
Mm-hmm.
going to go out on the 17th. Then
Yeah.
you've got a show out on the 24th, and then we will be on a hiatus while
Mm.
I recover from my holiday and Jane jets off to Italy.
Yeah. I I suddenly thought about that. I've only booked it at the weekend, and I suddenly thought I need to let Michelle know because I suddenly realised you get back into the country and I scarp her off.
Yeah,
Only a
that's what
week though.
she'll do to avoid paying jigsaw tax. Yes, you can always call in on your way back, Michelle, with
Did
all
I
the
say
goodies
that?
that you've picked up for me.
No, well, obviously that could well be the case, but it was more of a, if you need a drink and a loo break, a toilet break, we are on the main motorway, to be fair, are we not?
You are.
So we are a very good service station for anybody travelling up and down the M1 in the UK.
Yes, and there may be a little delivery of some Disney toiletries, having um, been told by my husband not to bring any Disney toiletries back after
Which is he needs
yeah,
his mouth washing out with Disney toiletries for saying such a thing, Michelle.
I know, but I literally had a hold all full of Disney toiletries,
Nothing wrong
and
with that.
yeah, I know I have them on display in the guest bedroom with a sign saying guests you are not permitted to use. Because Kieran stayed at the weekend and he says, Mum, you've put out Disney toiletries. Yes, but it doesn't mean you're allowed to touch them. I will laminate a sign and put it next to them.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah.
everybody knows that Disney toiletries are for display only.
Yeah, it's like the coffee that I bring home that I never use. It's just for
Yeah,
display purposes. And now I've got enough coffee to solve the entire coffee shortage of the entire First Nations.
yeah. It's coffee and toiletries are mementos, and therefore they take pride of place in memento boxes or on display, and woe betide anybody who thinks that they're fair game for usage.
Like Disney pens when you sign for things at
Oh,
restaurants.
I've got, I've actually got, sorry, we are going off on one, but listeners, I do apologise. I'm just going through quite a lot of paper memorabilia from my Disney trip starting from 1991. I actually threw away, I'd kept all the till receipts from, yeah, no, don't laugh.
No, because I do the same thing.
Well, I looked at them and they were so faded, I couldn't tell what they were in relation to anyway. So I was a very big girl and I threw away the till receipts. But what I was getting to is I've actually got some pens that say I'm sure I have somewhere that said Walt Disney World Resort on them when they used to have pens in the bedrooms and things like that.
What do you mean you used to? I've got one right in my hand now. It's on my desk. I've got Walt Disney Resorts in a white plastic, and then in
Yeah.
black, I've got the Disneyland Hotel. Never stayed there. I've swiped the pens, but I've never stayed there. Anyway, Jane and I have been both clearing out our closets, and it's a nice little segue, Jane, into this. When I was
Oh,
going
okay.
through my box of memorabilia, i.e.,
Yeah.
park maps going back to 2010,
Yeah.
I came across 4 chocolates.
Chocolate.
And 4 chocolates, okay. And they're a little square chocolate, like the Ghirardelli ones that you get given
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
And on the front, there is a lovely print of the Grand Floridian Hotel. And then
Wow.
on the back, it says Belgian milk chocolate thin, especially for you by the Grand Floridian Resort. And it's made by Astor Chocolate. And it's got like the
Wow.
little Grand Floridian sleeve, and then individually each chocolate is wrapped in gold foil. My question is I've no idea how long these have been in this box, number one.
Right.
Number two, I've never stayed at the Grand Floridian, so somebody must have gifted me them.
Right.
Do I actually eat?
Well, yeah, and now this sounds a really stupid question, but this is the big dilemma, isn't it? A, are they safe to eat? Because we don't know how old they are. Would be the
Hmm,
would be the sensible question.
true.
The not so sensible question is, do you eat them because they are part of Disney history and therefore should they be actually kept and not touched?
Or should they be preserved in some kind of airtight acrylic container for posterity? I don't
Exactly.
know.
Yeah.
I don't
Answers
know.
answers on a postcard, please,
Yeah.
listeners.
But it was really informative going through this box, Jane, because I found all of the lanyards from every trip when you used to get a lanyard for your photo pass.
Oh my goodness.
So
Yes.
I've got a lot of them. I've got every single park ticket I've ever had. I
Yeah,
have
me
got
too.
loads of fast passes that I never
Yeah,
handed in.
me too.
I've got maps. I've got the entire packaging in a PVC binder of Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom cards. That's going back a bit.
Yeah, I've got. I have some Source of the Magic Kingdom cards. I think I've got a map to go with them, and I think I've got a map to do with something piratey that they used to do as
Yes, I've
well.
got that as well. But the
Yeah.
most shameful thing I came across was a very big box of Disney buttons from everything. And it recalls back to when Caroline and I did the Disney Magic Affair a few years ago. And we went to the front desk and asked them for some buttons because I was a teacher and I wanted to give them to my pupils. The
Yeah.
lady literally emptied a carrier bag into my backpack. I must have put them somewhere safe. And now I have got an entire drawer full of these buttons for graduation, lost tooth. I'm celebrating happily ever. Oh, I'm sorted for next year in my new class. Every child's getting a button, and I'll still have loads spare.
So there is. So in what you're saying basically is that if you hoard Disney,
Mhm.
carry on hoarding Disney because at some point in a indeterminable amount of time, you will find a use for something.
Absolutely. And at some point in the future, Disney will stop giving out badges because I even have a few from Disneyland Paris, and they are super rare because with Disneyland Paris, they went to stickers.
Ah, well, you know what? I don't recall ever having a celebrating badge. Now, I did celebrate my birthday in Disney World back in 2000, and can you hear the clog swearing here? Was it 2004?
Yeah.
I think it was. Yes, because Molly was be about 3, so that would be about right. So I'm very surprised I didn't have one then, but I don't think I've got anything. So, but when we are there later on in the year, Simon and I will be celebrating an anniversary. So
Oh,
it might be my first opportunity to get a celebrating badge.
don't worry, Jane. I've got loads. I'll send you some.
Wonder if they have one for every day of the trip and come up with different anniversaries we're celebrating.
Yeah. Oh, I've even found them that I had another box of ones that I've obviously worn from different celebrations. I've had Friends of the Magic, celebrating Kieran's GCSE results, celebrating Kieran going to university, celebrating Caroline's kidney transplant. Has it just been 2 years? So I
Ah,
remember, yeah. So some of them I did sort of repurpose and clean them off with my nail varnish remover, so they're all ready to redonate over the next couple of weeks. Anyway, we're
anyway,
digressing, and we've just literally spent nearly 20 minutes of the podcast talking about basically Michelle's embarrassing hoarding stories. I have something on this day in history, Jane, which I think is really quite fun.
okay, go on
And
then.
it's about an attraction that both you and I love. And to
Right,
be honest, I can't think of a single Disney person I know of that doesn't love this attraction.
right, go on then.
So, 17th of August 1981,
Mm-hmm.
a Wedway People Mover opened at the Houston International Airport in Houston, Texas, and the
Right.
system had been constructed by Disney's Community Transportation Services division, and it was the first use of a Disney system outside a Disney theme park.
Wow, I didn't know Disney had a community transport division.
Well, you do now.
I like to learn.
Yeah. So then I thought, oh, are there any secrets I can share about the TTA that Jane might not know?
Oh, this is where Jane embarrasses herself. I can feel this coming on. Go on.
Yeah. So, what year did the People Mover open in Tomorrowland?
Magic Kingdom, we're
Yeah.
talking, aren't we? Oh, I don't know. See, I want to say it was quite early on, but I'm probably going to be completely wrong. 73.
near 75.
Oh, it wasn't too bad. Come on.
That's not a bad guess, but to me, it I imagined it opened in 71.
Yeah, I've got a sneaky feeling it wasn't an opening day, but
Hmm.
I knew it was quite obviously because they'd already had it at Disneyland as well, hadn't they, at that point, I would
Yeah.
imagine. So yeah.
At the moment, we're on its third evolution.
Right.
So, and its origins come back to what, Jane?
Um,
Oh,
trans.
come on.
Oh,
You
you mean
know
Wed?
this. Yeah.
So Walt Disney Imagine, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wed Designs, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What is the correct? Because I always refer to it as the TTA or the People Mover. What is the correct terminology for it now? Because I get confused.
Oh, it changes its name like whatever. It is on as the People Mover.
Right,
However, it used to be the Wedway People
People
Mover
Mover. And then it was the
and
TTA.
Tomorrowland Transit
Was it
Authority.
Authority? Yeah.
Yeah, all
Oh,
sorts of, yeah.
yeah.
So, but the official name right now from August 26, 2022 was People Mover. So they got rid of the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover.
I think you know what? I bet if you listen to me during the course of a vacation, I bet I refer to it as all sorts.
Yeah,
I bet,
it's still on the website as the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover, but the official name right now is People Mover.
just
So,
people. Oh, anyway,
yeah,
okay.
but it has its origins all the way back at 1964 World's Fair. And the
Of course.
whole idea behind it was to provide transportation as an attraction.
Which it does beautifully.
Yeah. And it opened in Disneyland 1967. And that version of the People Mover was sponsored by Goodyear. And I don't mean Julie, who was the barmaid at the Rover's Return.
Oh, now that's not going to work for our American listeners, is it? At all?
No, they
Yeah,
won't know who Bet Lynch is, but come on. You're mine and Jane's age, you know Bet Lynch.
because we're that old.
Yeah, we are. So yeah, it's an attraction that we both love. We love particularly if we get a sneaky peek into Space Mountain with the lights on.
Mm.
I just love it, and I can't wait to be back on it and see fireworks and enjoy it. 10 minutes off my feet. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's that sort of. Can I just have a bit of a reset and go and sit down for 10 minutes, get a bit of a cool with the breeze, and just a little. It's weird, isn't it? Because you kind of escape the hustle and bustle, even though you're actually riding above the hustle and bustle. That makes sense. There's
Yeah,
just something about it. It's kind of like if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed with what's going on around you, just go and ride the TTA, and it'll just reset all those cogs for you.
yeah. Now there is an urban myth that when it is quiet, you're able to stay on. Now I have never done that.
No, I haven't, but I do remember seeing, is it Disney Dan? I think he did a day of riding the People Mover.
Hmm.
This is going back a lot, quite a few years now, and I think they were very accommodating and recognised what he was doing. I think it was a relatively quieter time of the year, but he was literally riding it back to back as much as he could, obviously allowing for toilet breaks and food breaks.
Next thing I want to raise with you,
Hmm.
a very beloved colleague friend of mine thought they'd do something nice and send me one of these articles about 20 Disney secrets that nobody knows. And
Okay,
I just want to share this with you, Jay, and
right.
our listening friends to see how secret are they to the inner nerd society known as the Disney Dream Girls podcast family.
Right, you are. Go
There,
on.
there are secret tunnels under the Magic Kingdom.
Utility doors, yes.
Put your hand up if you've been in them.
Yes, please, me.
Yep, 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 yep. Another secret that we obviously don't know, Disney creatively uses old ride elements. Hello, Splash Mountain.
What are they talking about? Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Yeah, never thought of that. Liberty Square is more historically accurate than you might have guessed. Well, yeah, well, we
Because of the
know
tree and
there's
lanterns
the
and
tree, there's
yeah,
the Liberty Bell.
yeah.
So even the fact that Columbia Harbour House technically doesn't have bathrooms, and the reason why is to keeping theming, but the
Mm,
toilets are so far in the back, it's no longer technically in
yeah,
that land, it's in
yeah,
another land, keeping things authentic. So we know that one.
yeah.
How about this one? The Imagineers include secrets into some of the things that they're creating,
Hmm.
including painting their children into artwork.
Well, I know they drop hidden Mickeys and Donalds and the rest of it. I wasn't aware that they drop children into their artwork, but
You've
you
been
know,
there, you've looked at it, you've stared at it, you know it, Jane.
do I?
You do. Everybody else now is screaming out the name of this eatery that has got cherubs on the ceiling.
Well, yeah, but not kind of what I was thinking. Well, the way that was worded, but yeah.
So we all know, be our guest, the ceiling with the cherubs, it is Imagineers' children. Aww.
Hmm.
Main Street flag.
Main Street flags, yeah,
Yeah,
aren't US flags because they're slightly different, so they can stay up all the time.
yeah, which
Yeah.
obviously a lot of the flagpoles are twofold, that
Mm.
they are lightning rods in disguise, so we know
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah. It says that a secret prank can still be seen at the Tower of Terror.
I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, this is one I've never actually heard about, a jar of pickled sausages.
That's not ringing any bells with me. But
If anyone wants to tell us more about the jar of pickled sausages, which seemingly sits on the counter behind where you go and look at your pictures and scan your magic band to get the right picture,
oh, okay.
I'm going to look for it. Obviously, I'm going to be
Mm.
on a jar of pickled sausages hunt. Animal Kingdom attraction has a sibling at Disneyland. Hello, it's had the world's longest goodbye series going. The sidewalks have special meanings. Well, yeah, we know that the red because it helps the coloration of the photos and it links with a sponsorship deal with Kodak.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, these are kind of, I mean, to be fair, Michelle, some of these are kind of a bit obscure for the
hmm.
average person, aren't they?
Main Street second level pays homage to Disney employees.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know that.
Yeah,
We know about the Legends windows.
yeah.
Yeah, trash cans are magical.
Well, you
Well,
can
we
eat
know.
on them.
Yeah, they make the best table. They are clean. They're cleaner than most people's homes.
And there's
They are,
lots of them.
there's lots of them. They're stationed every 30 feet so that you don't have to walk far to put your rubbish in the bin, even though some people, yeah, don't
Mm.
bother. Jane's favourite land, Star Wars Galaxy Edge, has tons of Easter eggs for fans to go and find it. Well,
Oh,
we
well,
know.
it's just, that's just, yeah, but that's just a well done land.
Yeah. Super exclusive suite is hidden inside Cinderella Castle. Well,
Duh.
yeah. Unless my name's going to change to Tom Cruise, there's no way I'm getting up there.
Yeah, I don't think even a lottery win's going to sort that out, Michelle.
Yeah. How about there's a private members only dining club?
I'm assuming they're talking Club 33.
Yeah, been there, done that, got the t-shirt at Disneyland. I've never been into any of the Walt Disney World ones though.
Mm, me
So,
neither. Not done any of them.
no. Oh. We'll have to go to Disneyland together.
Yeah, okay then.
Some rides have a signature scent.
Yeah,
Well,
most of them do, to be fair.
Soaring, Spaceship Earth, Pirates
Pirates.
Water,
Yeah,
the smell of fresh baked goods on Main Street.
I think Disney is renowned for its smelly vision.
Yeah. I think the next one's quite funny because it says every day at 3 p.m. the Magic Kingdom puts on a parade. Well, where are the ilk the T-shirt that once was sold
Mm.
when's the 3 o'clock
What time's
parade.
3 o'clock parade? Yeah.
So we remember that. Another one that says, little ones cover your ears. All Disney princesses start out as fur characters.
Mm.
So there's like, I know there's a hierarchy, and that your princess is at the sort of like pinnacle.
Yeah, and there's a lot to do with having to be the right size and for the different costumes because they're not making costumes to fit. And I'm talking about, your more generic animal-based type costumes. So, and it's like Tinkerbell, you've got to be a certain size if you're going to do the flying bit off the castle and that type of thing.
Yeah, and we don't want to share too many secrets to spoil the magic for
No.
anyone. But yeah, well, I think our listeners know all of them, apart from maybe the pickled sausage one, which has maybe bypassed just us. I don't know.
Yeah,
Let us
no,
know.
it's not one I've been aware of. So
Yeah.
interesting.
info@disneydreamgirls.com, or let us know on Instagram @DisDreamGirls. Now, before we sign off for this week's show, just a big massive reminder, if you want to follow along with the fun while I'm on my trip, I will be posting when and where I can @DisDreamGirls on Instagram. That is going to be your hub for all things cruisy, Walt Disney World, foodie, drinky, shoppy, any E and
Any
me.
Disney, nee.
Nee. Yes. So please do that. We will also be doing some special exclusive things for our lovely Patreons, patreon.com/Disney Dreamgirls, if you want to support the show financially. And we are incredibly grateful to those people that do. That keeps the show running along tickety boo. Anyway, until next time, it's a goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.